Hello everybody. Okay, this video I am doing the Hercules Mulligan Rum and Rye, as I alluded to in a couple previous videos, I think, at this point. So this is the free, or I guess complimentary, bottle of whiskey that I got with my Flaviar subscription, and it came with my welcome pack. It was one of a few I got to select from, and I chose this one. It interested me. I definitely wanted to give it a try. I had pretty good reviews on Flaviar, so figured why not. I think that name's pretty cool too. The bottle's pretty cool, like jet black. And yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I have a feeling it's going to be pretty sweet with this, both rum and rye kind of flavors to it based on what I've already tasted at this point. So, I feel like for each of these videos, I assume I'm going to have more time to prepare for them, but then it kind of just comes down to like, oh, wait, I have some time to make this video, to shoot the video. I might as well just go and do it. And that's where I am right now. So I have nothing really prepared. I just shot the B-roll basically, pouring it out into the Glencairn glass. So I will be letting that sit. And yeah, just kind of look up some expectations of this bottle. Unfortunately, my pen's not working. Alright, good to go. So, Hercules Mulligan Rum and Rye. Okay, I am pulling up the distiller app. Okay, there's not that many reviews on this whiskey. There's 5 user tastes on the app, but it's got 4.2 stars out of 5. But again, it's not that many people that rated it. And actually, there's no description on distiller either, which is a first for me. Let me see if there's anything on the bottle that I can read. American bespoke libations. We all have secrets that we will never tell. Some secrets are more precious than others. My secret, rum and rye. What's your secret? Your secret is safe with me. Hercules Mulligan, Taylor, Spy, Drinksmith. Product of the USA. Produced and bottled by Hercules Mulligan, Westfield, New York. Yeah, so rum, rye, whiskey, ginger, and bitters. Alright, let's see what the user tastes are, just so that we can have a hopefully better idea of what to expect here. Old-fashioned with rum instead of syrup. Enjoy over ice. Really enjoyed this bottle. Flavors are well blended. A cocktail in the bottle. Great taste with Coke Zero. Okay, yes, I guess only 3 people actually put a comment down. Everyone's saying that this is kind of like, it goes with a cocktail. I'm assuming it's sweet based on these, but still, again, not that much description. Let's see if Flaviar has a little bit more to say, especially because they're the ones that provide it. Alright, well, I mean, they have a whole blog post about it. I don't know if I want to read this entire thing. It's going to take a while. Let's see if I can kind of give like a quick synopsis of what to expect here based on what I'm reading. Hercules Mulligan, he's the man who saved George Washington's life twice, a patriot tailor who earned the trust of British officers whilst taking their measures, using spirits to loosen them up and make them talk. Hercules Mulligan was always on the edge of the knife, leading a double life, making British soldiers look dainty and paving the path to America's independence. Okay, well, the same way that Hercules Mulligan lived a double life, this whiskey's sort of predicated upon that. It's an unprecedented blend of Caribbean rum and American rye whiskeys, And to make its character more complex and intriguing, we've enhanced it with macerated ginger and tailor-made bitters. Okay, I can kind of see why people are comparing this to like an old-fashioned without actually being put into an old-fashioned, I guess, based on the ingredients. Okay, just like a whole bunch of other stories here that I'm not going to read. But yeah, okay, they say here, all these carefully chosen ingredients basically make Hercules Mulligan an already made old-fashioned. And there are 3 secrets about it, usually found in all good spy stories. A razor-thin balance, a unique character, and a fiery twist. The rum and rye blend in Hercules Mulligan is a slight departure from Flaviar's current offerings, and it's the first time we're introducing the idea of a ready-made old-fashioned. Today's consumer is looking for convenience without sacrificing taste and quality. When unexpected guests arrive, Hercules Mulligan saves the day by providing a premium quality and elevated drinking experience. This unique, complex blend that once loosened lips has been tailored to appeal to the taste buds of today's generation, which has embraced the convergence of spirits, categories, and blurred lines of convention. Yeah, so Caribbean black rum and American rye whiskeys create a fine balance, a delicious duality that wants to be discovered, which is granted a bad trait for a spy. The double identity blend is then combined with macerated fresh organic ginger, to add that extra flavor and unexpected twist that spices up the story. And we're talking real stuff here. No fakery and no BS. Just the kick-ass, unforgettable character. Every spy needs a secret weapon. And we couldn't put a geared up British hypercar in the bottle, so we finished the potion with a dash of bespoke, all-natural bitters to capture the essence of bittersweet life. Fun fact, bitters act as a digestive and aid your digestion after a meal. They could also be a metaphor for how the Brits felt when they realized they had been duped by that loquacious Irish haberdasher. Alright, well, it comes with a punch, 43% ABV. Alright. The limited release of 2,000 bottles is available to our members, so like Hercules and his spy pals, you'll need to be quick on your feet. It's also exclusive to the United States, mainly to mess with them Brits. Just kidding. Ha ha ha. Alright, cool. Well, that's a good description, I guess. Maybe. Still nothing with the tasting notes for me to expect on this thing, though. I mean, I guess I could just try to go solo and figure this out on my own. I don't know if my palate's advanced enough yet to do that. Ugh, boy. Maybe I should have prepared a little bit more. But there should be, like, community reviews. I don't know if I have to sign in, though, on my phone. Alright, Hercules Mulligan on Flaviar. Price is $38. Okay, well, for the flavor spiral that it's offering, ginger is the biggest ingredient that's showing up here. And then we've got honey, we've got bitter, we've got spicy, we've got oak, zesty, exotic fruits. And on here I'm seeing like a dragon fruit, I think, plantains, a banana? No, I don't know. Other fruits that I can't recognize on here. Maybe like a green apple? That's not exotic though. And vanilla, of course. All right, let me write these down now that I have something to go with here. So, ginger, heavy on the ginger, honey, bitter, oak, spicy, zesty, exotic fruits, and vanilla. Alright, that's the flavor spiral. Appearance and color is going to be amber. Yep, for sure, it's pretty dark. Pretty fiery looking. Alright, so for the nose, we have a ginger forward nose, and it's followed by olfactory melange of honey, bitters, spices, oak, and rye, underlined by zesty notes of exotic fruits. So basically everything I wrote down is going to be on the nose. And then on the palate, we have a very complex palate. It comes with a bittersweet dance of honey notes, bitters and spices, complemented by oak, rye, and zesty exotic fruits. Same exact stuff, basically, on the palate. So, I mean, I think we can say, like, we can expect the nose to be very heavy on ginger, and the palate's going to be more about the honey, basically. That's what I got from that. And the finish is going to be warm and lengthy. That's all it says. That's all I have to work with here. Alright, so let's just read some reviews, I guess, on Flaviar, since Distiller was very disappointing. I guess it makes sense, though, because it's limited bottles, and it seems to be very, not very, but exclusive to Flaviar members, which is cool. I love whiskey. The wife likes things a little less strong. Enter this drink. My wife makes amazing hot toddies with it. It's friggin' amazing, and not bad as a sipping drink either. Okay, so a nice balance between something that you can mix with a cocktail and something that you can just sip on neat or on the rocks or whatever. I am mostly a rum drinker with occasional bourbon or rye. I like this a lot, but I need to add bitters to take some of the sweet away. Alright, so we are expecting sweet. Neat, rocks, mixer. This is very tasty and very versatile. Outstanding combination that makes a spectacular drink on the rocks or neat. Truly delicious, straight or 2 cubes, perfect for fans of old-fashioned and Manhattans, smooth and flavorful. Splash of Fever Tree ginger beer with a couple of shots of this over ice was tasty. The perfect old-fashioned right out of the bottle, hands down fantastic. This was a nice sipping drink on the rocks with a splash of club soda. I think I will also enjoy it in the summer. Ooh, okay, so prelude to the season I might choose, summer. Delicious and perfect for sipping. Shake it up with ice, pour it into a glass, and drop in a spicy cherry in it, and you're all set. No need to mix anything else into it. Dangerously drinkable and very refreshing, particularly if you store it in the fridge. I found myself going back to this bottle again and again for just a little bit more of that flavor, more times than I can count. I ended up finishing it off in a week, which was not at all my intention when I bought it. Really delicious. Smooth and great for sipping. I love the light ginger flavor. 9 out of 10 for me because it's great, but just slightly on the sweet side. Alright, so I think we're getting, like, basically nice balance, very versatile, a little bit more so on the sweet side, especially because we got that honey as one of the main ingredients here, and exotic fruits, but also very gingery. Okay, I mean, they say it's complex, but it doesn't seem that complex based on the descriptions, but I guess I will judge that once I actually start the experience. Right now. I think it's been a little over 10 minutes at this point, so let's get started with the nose. So I'm expecting very heavy on the ginger on the nose. Let's see. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, right on the money. Bitter. Yeah, like it reminds me of like a bar atmosphere. Like if I were to order something, even like a whiskey sour or something. Definitely like it smells like house whiskey. And like all those ingredients that you usually find in like cocktails at a bar and stuff, like all that kind of mixed in together here. It smells kind of cheap. Based on that idea I'm getting in my head, like I don't know if I am enjoying this smell that much. But hopefully the palate will be better. Yeah, definitely go with like bitter, ginger, and Yeah, it smells like a cocktail, kind of. Mixed with house whiskey. Not much more than that. Doesn't really smell that complicated. Right, well, let's give the palate a try. I do like the palate. Very sweet. It's pretty sweet. And it does taste like a cocktail. It does taste like an old-fashioned. Wow. I really would not expect this in a neat whiskey. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, it definitely tastes like rum too. I will say that this is a very unique experience for me. Just drinking a neat whiskey. It tastes like this. I've never had anything like it before. It really does taste like there's a lot of stuff in here like a cocktail. It's not bad. It's just not what I would expect from a neat whiskey. And now, after I had the palate, the nose is a little bit better for me. Just because I know what I'm expecting now in the taste, the nose makes a little bit more sense to me. Yeah, but yeah, honey for sure is like the main taste on the palate. Like, I won't deny that. Honey Nut Cheerios, yeah, cereal taste for me. Definitely tastes like cereal. Almost like Honey Nut Cheerios with like maple syrup poured all over it or something. I could drink a lot of this very quickly because it does taste like a cocktail. So I understand that one comment that said it's very dangerous because you can just keep on sipping it because you don't realize, if you're not thinking about it, you could assume very easily that this is a cocktail. So I do think a lot of people who don't particularly like drinking whiskey neat or on the rocks with some water or whatever diluted would enjoy this. Yeah, I think it's definitely a versatile whiskey. But I feel like, yeah, it's versatile, but I don't know if I would mix it with anything because it's already so sweet on its own. It's its own cocktail in a bottle, basically. So, like, versatile in the sense that, it's all in one package already. Like, not versatile in the sense that it can blend with anything else, in my opinion. But the finish, warm and lengthy. I don't know if I would agree with that. I think the finish is very sweet. It's got a very, the sweetness just lingers, which I like. Some people might not particularly enjoy that. And it's only lengthy in the sense that it just keeps on lingering. I think it's a pretty short taste compared to others that I've had in the past. I'm going to pour more just because, this is kind of dangerous, actually. I could easily end up drinking half this bottle without realizing. Just have to keep remembering this is just straight up whiskey. Or, rum and rye. I'm not going to let this sit for another 10 minutes. I'm going to just keep drinking it. I already got all the tasting notes I needed out of that, I think. And, I think I will agree. It's bitter and gingery on the nose. It's very sweet, like honey and cereal and maple syrup for me. I'll add those ingredients for myself. On the palate, and it's very sweet and syrupy for me on the finish. It's very smooth, like syrup. Almost like a mixture of maple syrup and cough syrup to me. I will say did not like the nose at first, but now the nose is fine after having the taste of it. I don't know if that's a common thing for people who drink whiskey a lot, for them to for their nose to just change its mind after the tongue gets to give it a go. I don't know. In terms of exotic fruits, I think I saw dragon fruit on that image, the spiral, but no, I don't get any notes of dragon fruit on here. I don't know any fruit to compare this to, honestly. Maybe some banana. Tropical fruits. I'll say tropical fruits, because, yeah, Caribbean rum. Yeah. Bananas, mangoes, plantains, like sweet plantains. Yeah. It's very Caribbean-y, very tropical. So, the fact that it's named Hercules Mulligan, just straight up, it doesn't make that much sense to me. Yeah, they kind of made it work with the description in terms of being double-edged and 2 different flavor profiles, blah blah blah, and you can make the correlation because Hercules Mulligan knew Alexander Hamilton, and Alexander Hamilton was born in the Caribbean. There you go. Something. It's not great, but it's something. Not my favorite whiskey, but it's good. It's like a cocktail. I don't even want to consider this a whiskey. It's a cocktail. Maybe I have to do more research to see if it's how it's made, but it doesn't seem like it would be just its own straight up whiskey and rum. I don't know. I mean, I personally like it because I like sweet. I have a sweet tooth, and I like honey, and I like cocktails. I like whiskey sour. I like old fashions. I like that stuff too, in addition to having whiskey neat. So it's fine for me. Just not in my top list of whiskeys. I definitely would not put it in my top 10 if I had a top 10. I think I've had at least top 10 whiskeys in my life, but this wouldn't be up there. This is just a kind of a fun experience. And yes, for sure, this is a summer whiskey. And there's no doubt about it in my mind. Early summer. Or early summer. Once you're getting into summer, I can see myself drinking this on the beach because I am thinking of the Caribbean as I'm drinking it. I think of the jungle, I think of mangoes, I think of bananas, sweet plantains, agave, guava, every tropical fruit I could think of. Sorry, agave, not agave, but I meant to say guava. It's so easy to drink. It's very syrupy. There's hardly any burn. And I do enjoy the burn to a certain extent. So it's a little bit disappointing to have it this smooth and this sweet. But yeah, I think it depends on the mood and the setting and experience for me to enjoy something like this. But it's definitely not. It wouldn't be a sipping whiskey for me. I wouldn't want to have this as a nightcap, because then I would feel like I'm eating a dessert or something before heading off to bed. I prefer to have a whiskey or something to finish off my night. But yeah, that's my opinion, and I think that there are people in the world who would love to have this whiskey because they don't particularly like smoky whiskeys and very harsh, spicy whiskeys. They like sweet, they like cocktails, then this is the whiskey for them, I would say. But yeah, not really zesty for me. I don't think so. Not spicy either. Oak, very, very slight. Only bitter on the nose, I thought. Ginger was mainly on the nose. Honey only started on the palate. Exotic fruits was the palate. And vanilla is just a lingering taste in general, I think, for most whiskeys and rums. So I'll just say vanilla was an overlaying factor, but it was not a primary factor in any way, way, shape, or form. But yeah, in my opinion, it's not a super complicated whiskey. I think it's fine. I think it depends on when you're having it, and it's definitely something for the summer. So that's the season I'm going to go with. It's a summer whiskey. It reminds me of the summer. It reminds me of the beach. It reminds me of the rainforest and jungle. And that's about it, honestly. I was thinking of pouring another one just because it's so easy to drink, but probably shouldn't. Okay, one tiny pour. Not a full pour. Yeah, just a little bit to finish up here. It is good. You know, I'm not knocking on it. It's just, I don't know what I was expecting from this whiskey, but I don't think I was expecting this. Like, I don't think I believed the reviews just now when they said this is an old-fashioned in a bottle, but it really is. I still don't like the nose that much. It's just tolerable now. It still reminds me of the bar and like cheap whiskey sours. But I do like the taste. Yeah, they don't correlate that much. It's interesting. Anyway, thanks for watching. Yeah, I'm down to one last whiskey, but it's like my Johnny Walker set. I kind of want to save it to have like a better production. Like, I feel like I have an idea in my mind on how I want to produce like a better video. It's just a little more time consuming, and it's kind of hard to find the time to do it. I wanted to do it for this one. I'm kind of glad it didn't work out because I don't know if this one really deserved to have a full-on production. And when I say that, I don't mean anything crazy. It's just, you know, different elements to add to the ASMR experience, basically. But yeah, I do want to do the Johnny Walker. It's just, I think I have 5 versions. The Red Label, and yeah, I bought the bottle of Red Label somewhere. I don't know where it is. And there's 4 that came with the collection. I think it's the Black Label, a green label, or a gold label, I forgot. Yeah, no, black label, green label, gold label, and a blue label in that collection with like mini bottles. So I do want to do it. I have 3 Glencairn glasses, and I don't know if I should buy 2 more Glencairn glasses, or if I should just like wash out the glasses after I've had 2 of them. Still thinking like what the best option is to do it. I mean, I might just go to the liquor store and buy another bottle, honestly, as a filler, until I am ready to do the Johnny Walker thing. I'm going to be, like, disappointed. I mean, I think I've had all of them, except the green label. Anyway, I know what to expect, honestly, but I've never done, like, a tasting experience, so I think it'll be cool. It'll be fun. But yeah, thanks for watching. Please feel free to comment below. Whatever you want to comment, and give the video a like and subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, tune in for the next one. I don't know if it'll be Tuesday but yeah, just tune in for the next video next week. Take care.